Hello, learners. Welcome to All About Java lecture series, which is a beginner's guide to learning Java programming with me, Apurva Barve. In the previous two videos, we have gotten to know little about Java's strengths and some features of OOP. In this video, we are going to get our installations done correctly so that in the next videos, whenever we need to practice some hands-on examples, if you are curious to try any examples on your own, you have the right kind of setup available on your own system. Today, we are going to do two installations. The first one is going to be Java 21 SE installation. We need the standard edition because we are going to do core Java examples. So we will first finish our Java 21 SE installation. And after that, we are going to install our IDE, which is Eclipse on the system. So as you can see, I have given Java SE, Java 21 SE as my search query to Google, and I have got a list of searches here. From this, I will go to Oracle's official site and go to the archive section. In the archive section, I have the links to download the development kit. Now, whenever you want to write your own programs, you need to have the JDK installed on your system. That is exactly what we are going to do. I have Windows 64, so I'm going to install that executable file on my system. You can select yours from the list of options available here. I'm going to select this and it is going to get downloaded. I have one specific place where I install all my setups. So I'm going to save the setup at that place itself so that if at all I need to back up my software installations anytime, I go to this particular folder, take its backup, and I'm safe. Once my Java executable gets installed or gets downloaded on my system, I'm going to quickly run it through to complete the installation process for Java, which in itself is not a very time consuming process. Eclipse typically runs slower because it is a bigger package. So, and it is also a two-step installation process. We will come to that when we download Eclipse. Till that time, let us focus on getting Java installation done correctly. Frankly speaking, it is really not very difficult because we're going to use IDE along with Java. We do not need to do any explicit path setting thing here. Everything is taken care of by the IDE itself. That is another beauty of using IDE. All right, my Java 21 installation is done. It is ready. So let me start with the executable. Yes, I'm only going to click on next. I'm not going to change any location whatsoever. So next, as you can see, my Java is going to be installed at C, program files, Java, JDK21 location. I'm going to keep it as it is. The reason being that when Eclipse will be installed and after the installation, when I launch Eclipse, it is going to pick up Java from this default location. If I change this location, I will have to then go and make changes to the executable files of Eclipse. I do not want to get into all that. I'll keep it as easy and as smooth flowing as possible. So I'm not going to change anything. I'll only click on next and wait for the installation to complete itself by default. So as you can see, within seconds, my installation is done. My JDK21 is successfully installed. I will click on close, do nothing more with Java. Now, I can even forget that there is Java on my system. I go back to Google and this time now I want to download Eclipse. So I go to Eclipse download. I click on the official web page of Eclipse Foundation. It has got multiple download packages for different development needs. I'm going to go with the desktop IDE packages. Click on download, select the 64-bit. And once again, I'm going to click the download because it is providing me the download feature from the nearest mirror. And I'm going to save it here in my folder. This could take little time. Yeah, see, This is slightly time consuming, more time consuming than Java. All right, our Eclipse is about to get fully downloaded. Little download. In our next video, I will cover the concepts of workspace, project, and packages within Eclipse. Once that is clearly done, once we cover that, all the learners can practice implementing that individually. What happens is when you're using an IDE and when you use these features, it becomes easy to segregate your project folders. It becomes easy to package your program files. So whenever you want to revisit any specific concept, you want to practice it or change the examples, it is easy only to go to that package and modify only those files. So that takes care of a lot of confusion and keeps things simple. All right, our Eclipse is downloaded. The exe file is there. We just start installing the file now. Eclipse installer is getting started. Eclipse installer will present us with a list of options, different packages for different technologies that we would want to install. So there are different packages for C, C++, PHP, and whatnot. For Java, there are these two packages. The second one being for enterprise Java development. So if you are planning to develop a project using servlets, JSP, struts for web development, using servers and everything, this is the IDE setup that you should be choosing right now, because we are going to do core Java examples. We are going to choose the first package, that is Eclipse IDE for Java developers. I'm going to change the location of the package. I'm going to select the one that I always do. I'm going to keep my setup here. Click on install. This step also can take time because, like I said, Eclipse is a bigger package with too many things to get installed. But once your Eclipse and JDK are in place, you wouldn't really need anything to complete core Java. You will be able to practice as many examples as you want, and everything will be just there. You only have to click and start it. All right, our Eclipse is installed. I only click on launch. Now, when I click on launch, what happens is the IDE starts up. If my Java is installed at the right place, my IDE picks it up from that location and starts its interface. So that is why I said we are not going to change Java's location. Let the JDK files be available where they should be available by default, so that it is easier for the IDE, it is easier for Eclipse to find those libraries and assimilate them when it starts. So launch, my Eclipse IDE is starting. Now, whenever Eclipse IDE starts, it always presents you with the option of choosing a workspace. I will discuss workspace and everything else related to Eclipse in the next video. That is when we are going to start with our very first example. Right now, I'm not changing anything. I will just go with the flow. I'm going to click on launch. Once I click on launch, my Eclipse restarts because this time it is going to point to the to the workspace that I have selected. If everything is proper, if your JDK is in place, if your Eclipse has gotten installed properly, this is the view that you should come to. If this is where you are, congratulations, your installations are done correctly. You can now start practicing coding in Java. So viewers, thank you so much for joining this video here, for going through the video. As I told you at the beginning, this video is a crucial step in getting your installations right. For my lecture series on this platform, I am going to use the syntax of Java 21, and that is why we downloaded it from Oracle's official web page and we installed it. We installed the JDK at our end, and then we installed our Eclipse IDE. You can also do the same. In case you do not want to use Java 21, you can go to the archives section on Oracle's page and download any other JDK setup that you want, any other versions JDK that you want, and it will be just fine, not a problem. You can download this version of Eclipse and some other version of JDK. They both will work perfectly fine. That you do not have to worry about. So thank you so much. In the next video, I will start with a small programming example and we will break that program into its components to understand how Java program works. If you haven't already liked, shared and subscribed to my channel, Ashwas, please do so and watch this space for future videos. Thank you so much.